Hello, my friends. It's a beautiful spring day here in sunny Southern California. We finally have gotten some warm weather. So I'm out here celebrating spring, and we're going to talk today about Amari. Amari is the plural of Amaro, which is Italian for bitter. And Amari were originally developed in the Middle Ages by the monks in Italy who gathered roots, herbs, spices, florals, and they made them, distilled them down and made them into cocktail, a tonic. So they were for medicinal purposes. And as the name suggests, they tend to be quite bitter. And they range in bitterness from not too bad to, oh my God. So today, I only have actually technically two Amari. April is technically an Amaro. However, it is used as an aperitif, and Amari generally are considered a digestif. So digestif is after the meal to help you to digest, whereas aperitif is to stimulate your appetite. So today we're going to talk about three Amari. The first one that I have is the Amaro Averna, which is from Sicily. This Amaro is not as bitter as some. And all of them have a sweetness, so it's a bittersweet. And this one tends to be less bitter. It has cola notes, it has vanilla, it has citrus. And so this is Averna. And this is the color. It's a caramelly dark color. I really like this one. You can really taste the cola and the little hint of citrus. There's a slight bitterness, but it's not really real bitter. I really like this one. Another one that I don't have is Montenegro. And this one is probably your entry-level Amari if you're just getting interested in trying to develop a taste for it. It's probably the lightest one, the least bitter. Then we're going to go on to the April. April is made with bitter orange, and so it's very citrusy, and it's most famous for the April spritzes. So here's some April. It's not very bitter, but it's very citrusy, sweet, and you really taste the orange in this one. And then the last one that I have is the Cynar. Cynar comes from the area around Venice, and it's made with artichoke. So it's a more bitter Amari than the other two. Again, it's that deep dark color, and let's try it. This one is definitely more bitter, but you can really taste that artichoke and that earthiness of this Amari. I actually quite like it. Any more bitter, and I couldn't do it. I also have a little teeny from the old days Campari. Campari is quite bitter. It's a red color, usually redder than this, but this is very old, so the color has faded. I'm not even going to try it because I don't know how good it is, because this bottle is from the 70s. I found it in my cabinet from the old TWA days. So the Campari is quite bitter. Some of the other Amari that are out there that are quite bitter, a popular one, especially in the San Francisco Bay Area, is Fernet Branca, and that one is quite bitter, and and I thought about buying some, but I don't like them too bitter. And one of the most bitter ones is Del Herbarista, and that one is really, really bitter, and I have no desire to go there. So a lot of times in this country, in Italy, they'll just drink it, a shot on ice, whatever, after a meal to help digest. In this country, a lot of times we use them to make cocktails. So I will be doing some cocktails using our Amari. Okay, I am back, and the first of the cocktails that I'm going to do with the Amaro is the Black Manhattan. This one we're going to use our Averna, which I really like, and then we're going to use either bourbon or rye. I found this in my cabinet, have no idea how it is, but I'm going to try it. So we're going to do 4 ounces of bourbon or rye, and then we're going to do 2 ounces of the Amaro. And then to that, we're going to add 2 dashes of orange bitters, 1, 2, and 2 dashes of Angostura bitters, 1, 2. We're going to take some ice and we're going to stir it. This one you don't shake, you stir. Let it chill down. And then you're going to strain it into your cocktail glass. And we're going to add, for a garnish, a Luxardo cherry. There we go. I love those things. And this is your Black Manhattan because of that deep color from the Averna. Oh my God, that stuff is good. It's very herbally. There's a sweetness to it. And just a hint of bitterness. Really nice. That is your Black Manhattan. Our next cocktail is the Brooklyn, and it's a take on the Manhattan, using another borough of New York, my home state. Anyway, we're gonna start with, again, some rye. So we're gonna do 2 ounces of rye, 2 ounces of rye. And then to that, we're going to add 1 ounce of dry vermouth. I have the Martini and Rossi. 1 ounce of that. And then we're going to add a splash of maraschino liqueur. Just a little splash. Excuse me. And then a splash of Amaro. So use whichever one you'd like. I'm just using the Averna because that's my favorite. And what else do I need? Averna, maraschino. That's it. So we're going to add again the ice. We're going to stir it up. And then we're going to strain it into our cocktail glass. And then we're going to garnish with a cherry with a twist of lemon. And that is our Brooklyn. That is really good. You can taste that it's a little bit more citrusy than the Manhattan. I really like this. It's gonna turn me into a whiskey drinker yet. So that was our Brooklyn. And last but not least, we're gonna do the paper airplane. This is a very classic Amaro cocktail. And we're gonna start with 2 ounces of bourbon. To that, we're going to add an ounce of Amaro. And then an ounce of whatever your preferred Amaro is. I'm going to try the Cynar because I haven't used this yet. So we're going to do an ounce of Cynar. And then we're going to add about an ounce of lemon juice. I'm going to use my mutilated lemon here. Whoops. There. Lemon. And then we're going to add ice. Whoops. I sanitized my countertop before I did this. And then this one we're going to shake. So get it nice and chilled. And then we're going to strain it into our cocktail glass. Garnish with a lemon peel. And that's our paper airplane. I like that. I love the lemony taste. And this one, because I use the Cynar, which is not as sweet, it's a little bit more bitter, so it's not as sweet as the other 2 cocktails. But it's still really good. So anyway, this is our basic Amari. And let's see. There's that one, and that one. Oops. And then we have our cocktails. Oh, we have our Campari there. Our paper airplane, our Brooklyn cocktail, and our Black Manhattan. So people need to come over, man, because I can't drink all this. So that's our basics on Amari. Also, stay tuned to my YouTube channel because I will be doing a video on spritzes. Because one of the things that these Amari are used for is in spritzes. So we'll have a whole video just on those. I look forward to seeing you back.